The Puritan writer Thomas Brooks wrote one of the greatest paragraphs I've ever read. He said, when the devil or your own sinful flesh presents your besetting sins to you and is enticing you, it's all good. It's okay. You can come toy around with this sin for a little bit. Brooks has this as a remedy to that. Listen, that Christ should come from the eternal bosom of his Father to a region of sorrow and death. That God should be manifested in the flesh. The Creator made a creature. That he that was clothed with glory should be wrapped with rags of flesh. He that filled heaven and earth with his glory should be cradled in a manger. That the power of God should fly from weak man, the God of Israel, into Egypt. That the God of the law should be subject to the law. The God of the circumcision circumcised. The God that made the heavens working at Joseph's homely trade. That he that binds the devil in chains should be tempted. That he whose is the world and the fullness thereof should hunger and thirst. That the God of strength should be weary, the judge of all flesh condemned, the God of life put to death. That he that is one with his Father should cry out of misery, my God, why hast thou forsaken me? That he that had the keys of hell and death at his girdle should lie imprisoned in the sepulchre of another, having in his lifetime nowhere to lay his head, nor after death to lay his body. That head before which the angels do cast their crowns should be crowned with thorns. And those eyes, purer than the sun, put out by the darkness of death. Those ears which hear nothing but hallelujahs of saints and angels to hear the blasphemies of the multitude. That face that was fairer than the sons of men to be spit on by those beastly wretched Jews. That mouth and tongue that spoke as never man spoke, accused for blasphemy. Those hands that freely swayed the scepter of heaven, nailed to the cross for man's sins. Each sense annoyed, his feeling of touching with a spear and nails, his smell with stinking flavor, being crucified about Golgotha, the place of skulls. His taste with vinegar and gall, his hearing with reproaches, and sight of his mother and disciples bemoaning him. His soul comfortless and forsaken, and all this for those very sins that Satan paints and puts fine colors upon.